The moon has risen, the golden stars shine in the sky brightly and clearly. The woods stand black and silent, and magically from the meadows the white mist is rising. How still is the world, and wrapped in dusk as intimate and lovely as a still chamber where you can sleep while forgetting the day's grief. Do you see the moon up there? You can only see half of it. All the same, it is round and beautiful. The same goes for many things that we laugh at without hesitation, just because our eyes don't see them. We, proud children of man, are vain, poor sinners who do not know much at all. We spin gossamers of air and search for many skills and further depart from our goal. God, let us see your salvation. Let us neither trust in any transitory things nor enjoy vanity. Let us become naive, and here on earth let us be, in your eyes, devout and happy like children. Without grief, will you finally please take us out of this world by a gentle death? And when you will have taken us, let us get to heaven, you, our Lord and God. So then, brothers, lie down in the name of God. The evening breeze is cold. Spare us punishment, God, and grant us peaceful sleep, and also to our sick neighbor. So translates this beautiful German poem by Matthias Claudius, first presented in Von Specker Bolte, a literary magazine he helped edit in 1778. He never intentioned that any of his poems should be set to music, or more specifically used as hymns of worship. However, this poem alone has had over 70 musical settings and is a fixed entity in German folk song repertoire. Matthias had a strong Reformation heritage. An ancestor, Klaus Paulsen, was a pastor in the early years of the Lutheran Church, whose family then adopted his Latinized name Claudius as their surname at his death in 1586. Matthias was born in 1740 in Holstein and named after his father, also a Lutheran minister. From an early age he proved to have a tender heart and an open ear to the love and voice of Christ. This spiritual discernment served him well. At least twice he found himself subtly spinning gossamers of air and departing from his goal of deeper relationship with his Lord and love. Once while studying theology at the University of Vienna, where the humanist rationalism of the time sought to dissect and classify a dead substitute for a living God. And again, while under the influence of a circle of free thinkers, including Goethe, during a time of material prosperity but spiritual stagnation in Darmstadt. On both occasions his Lord brought him back to life and relationship. He sought to encourage that deep, abiding love in those around him through his gift of verse. The following folk hymn, written by Claudius and translated into English in the 1870s by Jane Montgomery Campbell, daughter of a London pastor, has become a staple in the Thanksgiving celebration, expressing deep thanks for God's continual provision for all our temporal needs.
We plough